Today I will be doing the oil and filter change on my mother's 2007 Trailblazer SS. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you have all of the tools and supplies needed to perform this. So you can see over here we have a floor jack, some jack stands, oil and a filter, which the oil we use is a Mobil 1 5W30, the manufacturer's specifications, channel locks, oil filter remover, a 13mm wrench, an oil container that we'll use to capture the used oil that is drained from the oil pan, some rags, and a funnel. The next thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make sure the car is off and set in park. As you can see, the car is off, and you'll need to go down here and pull the hood latch release. Pull it up and it'll release the hood. Then over here I'll set the parking brake. Now next thing we're going to do is we're going to need to open up the hood. We're going to want to set the hood in place so it doesn't come falling down. Then we're going to want to remove the engine cover. Now here's the engine filler cap, which we're going to want to unscrew. Now we're going to take the floor jack and jack the car up so we can insert jack stands so the car will not fall down according to manufacturer's recommendations. Now if we were to go under the car, we have an oil container to capture all of our used oil that will be coming from the oil pan. Now, right here, you'll have the oil pan plug, which will take what our car is a 13mm, and we're going to want to remove it first by wrench. Which it will start removing the oil. Now we're going to remove the oil filter with some oil filter pliers. Now we're going to want to turn it counterclockwise. Make sure the seal came off. That. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my new oil filter, I'm going to add some oil into it, which I already did. And the reason why I do that is so that way I can't, so when I insert into the engine is started, it won't be on without oil. The engine won't be without oil for a brief second when it started. And then I want to make sure that the seal is new and in good condition. As you can see, it's brand new. So I'm going to then dip my finger and wipe it with some oil. Then I'll take it, I'm going to go under. I'm going to take the oil pan plug and insert it back in, but first I want to wipe it with oil. Then after I get it in a certain way, I'm going to need to use the 13mm wrench to tighten it. Okay, then I want to take the new oil filter and insert it in after wipe the original slot down. Then we're going to want to tighten the oil filter in as strong as we can with our hands, and if needed, then use the wrench, because you don't want to over tighten it. Okay, now we're going to need to add 6 quarts of oil. I know that this car takes about 6 quarts of oil, so first we're going to need to get the funnel here and put it in the oil filler tube firmly. Then we're going to take Now I'm going to add this 6 quart of oil, and then I'm going to check the dipstick tube. Now I'm going to check for leaks to make sure that none of it fell up. There's no. So I'll go over here, pull the dipstick out. It seems that we have the correct amount of oil in, so I'm going to wash this off. Put it back in, and then I'm going to take the oil cap and put it back on. Now we are ready to start the car. Okay, now we're going to want to start the car and check the oil pressure gauge, which, good. Then I want to make sure that we have no more leaks in the car. As you can see, there's none. We're then now ready to install the engine cover. Now we should close the hood. Now we're going to remove the jack stands and lower the car, and then then the car should be ready to go. Then in a day or so after driving it around for a bit, you want to check the oil level to make sure it's still good.